What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Loaded Mag TV. In today's video, as you guys can see, we're going over the CYELEE Chameleon. This is going to be an unboxing and installation, and I will be installing it on my M&P 2.0 compact carry comp. So this is marketed towards people that have an astigmatism. I guess the main reason for that, or the reason why it works better than other red dots, is because it has a very large MOA dot. It is an 8 MOA dot. Now, for people that don't understand what MOA is, it means minute of angle. And to kind of simplify that, it is how much the red dot or the reticle takes up in inches from 100 yards. So if you're looking at, or through this optic, at a target that has a square box at 100 yards, the dot in this optic will take up 8 of those boxes. Now, for some perspective, most optics are around the 1 to 3 MOA. So this is going to be a lot easier for people to pick up, especially for competition shooters. So as you guys could see, this is designed after, or to be kind of a competitor to the Trijicon SRO. It does have the RMR footprint, which is nice. It will be compatible with a lot of your firearms that you probably already have. As you guys could see, the window size, IPX7 dimensions, and they market it as for made for carry and competition. 8 MOA dot, and this is the green version. So it shows the other footprints that it's compatible with. RMR 407C, 507C, which is the Hollow Suns. And yeah, 50,000 hours of battery life, which is awesome. So it does have that deactivation sensor or standby. So the optic will go into the auto shutoff or sleep mode, and it will save that battery. So let's go ahead and open this box. All right, so right up top, we got a microfiber cleaning cloth, which is always nice to have. We have pretty nice for new shooters, showing how to zero your red dot, showing that if you turn the elevation through counterclockwise, it will move the dot down, and if you move the windage counterclockwise, it will move the dot to the left. It is kind of confusing for newer shooters, so that's nice of them to throw that in. Also cool. I recommend zeroing your red dots at 25 yards. I guess this is kind of showing that as well. Threw in a patch, another user manual. So then we have the optic. We have a plethora of mounting screws, which is very nice, and a installation tool. You get 2 in here. So you got a flathead, which is going to be nice for the windage and elevation screws, and then you have Torx for installation. We'll get into the optic. And this is going to be very reminiscent of a SRO or a Trijicon SRO. I don't go ahead and turn it on, probably hold down the up button, there you go. It's hard to pick up on camera how large the dot actually looks, but if you have red dots in your collection that aren't 8 MOA, you're going to notice it right away. This dot is very large, but it is also very crisp at the same time. So it's definitely going to be really nice out on the range, especially when it's really bright out. It's going to be very easy for you to pick up on that dot. So you have the plus button on the left side and the minus button on the right. So you're never going to mix them up when you're trying to quickly change your brightness settings. You have this very large dome that goes around that glass, which is definitely going to do a good job at protecting the glass, whether it be from sun or some rain. Obviously, if it's raining outside and the rain's coming in from the side because it's a downpouring and it's not going to help too much, but a light drizzle, that hood should help. So you have your elevation and you have your windage, and then you have where you put your battery. The nice thing about this optic is that you do not have to take off the red dot itself from your firearm to change the battery, which is very nice. A lot of optics out there, like the Trijicon RMR, you have to take off the whole optic and then replace the battery that's underneath. And then that means you have to re-zero your optic every time it dies. Not that it happens often, but it's definitely nice to not have to do that. Install this on my carry comp. Now, if you're not familiar with the carry comp, you do have to use mounting plates that are included in the box, so we're going to go ahead and install that now. So just from a quick glimpse, it looks like these screws that are in this bag here with these specifications, it looks like this is what's going to work with the M&P 2.0 optic cut. So we're going to go ahead and try that out. So this is the optic plate that the carry comp comes with for RMR footprint. So we're going to go ahead and throw that on top right here. Just like that. You can see it's nice and flush. And we're going to use the provided screws that the optic comes with, and we're going to torque this down. So if you guys do have a torque screw, which I will leave a link down in the description below, or a torque wrench, you should have one. In the user manual, it says you should torque it down or tighten it down to 15 inch-pounds and use some Loctite. Now, I definitely recommend using one of these because you can easily strip the screws, and then you are going to be in a pretty bad situation once that happens. So I'm going to adjust this to 15 inch-pounds right there and put these screws in. So I believe it comes with an extra one. Yeah, so we got 3 here. So again, they do recommend using your own Loctite, but just for video purposes, I'm going to use the factory Loctite that's on here. You see that blue stuff. And again, the torque wrench is adjusted to 15 inch-pounds, as it says in the user manual. So let's get this on here. Now I'm going to get one snug first, and then the next one I'm going to get it snug, and then I'm going to torque each one down to the 15 inch-pounds. There you go. All right. So now you guys can get an idea what it would look like on your handgun. This is a very common pistol, so maybe you guys are getting it for this gun. Actually, now with this wider angle, you have a better idea what this dot looks like, and it's very, very crisp. Definitely not going to do justice, but I'm going to put it all the way up. You can see how bright it gets. That's going to be very easy for target acquisition, and you can dim it down for more precise shooting. But again, this is a 8 MOA dot, so it's not for precision shooting. But that's going to be it for the unboxing and the installation of the CYELEE Chameleon green dot. I am going to be doing a live fire shoot at some point in the near future, so stay tuned for that. But as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.